Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington, and Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson. Peyton Place.
A sudden summer storm in Peyton Place has just as quickly come to an end. But for Allison Mackenzie, the storm seems only to have intensified the isolation she feels from her family.
Thank you.
Is the phone working? I didn't hear it ring.
Oh, it didn't ring. I just called the hospital.
Oh, Father?
He's gone already. He's on his way home.
I like the way that sounds. On his way home.
Do you? Do you really like the way that sounds?
What do you mean?
Father, sometimes you sound self-conscious when you say it.
I know. I can't help it.
I guess that's my fault.
No, no. I suppose I'm trying to tell him that I love him. See, the first time I called him Father was when I thought he was going to die. But now it's not so easy. I suppose that's why I end up using all the formal words like father and grandfather for Mr. Carson. Well, I'm too old for Daddy, and Pop certainly doesn't sound right.
I know.
What did you call your father?
Father. There you are.
You look awful.
Well, now, that's quite a greeting.
Oh, God bless you.
Excuse me.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I just got a little wet during the storm, that's all. I'm sorry I didn't call. I just never got a chance to.
Well, the phone was out anyway. And your father came by and explained what happened.
Oh, good.
Would you like some hot coffee?
Oh, no, thanks, Allison. I had a bucket of coffee in the hospital, plus a quart of orange juice.
Orange juice?
Yes, they wanted some blood. Some typo, RH negative, and that's me. So I gave them the blood. Oh, and they gave me the orange juice.
Tell me what happened. About the bus wreck, I mean.
Oh, somebody's car swerved over the white line during the rain.
Were they?
No.
What, may I ask, were you doing on the highway?
Well, something happened before the storm. Some boys were bothering Rita Jacks. No, I think Allison should hear this for her own good. After I took Rita home, I went looking for the boys.
Why didn't you call the police?
Because Rita asked me not to, and I agreed.
Well, if that was her decision, why did you feel you had to get involved?
Well, what else could I do, Connie?
I think I know the boys you mean. They were bothering Rita outside the bookstore a few days ago. I told Rita to come inside, and I locked the door so they couldn't get in.
You never told me that.
You see, it's not just Rita Jack's problem. Those boys could have forced their way into the bookstore or to any place else. You read about these things happening every day, Connie.
I read about a lot of other things, too. Innocent bystanders who get hurt or worse.
Now, I really don't know if there's any such thing as an innocent bystander. I think if you just stand by and let things happen, then you're guilty, too.
Well, I can't live on abstractions. I'm a wife and a mother and a...
It's not an abstraction, Connie. It's a fact of everyday life. Sit down, Allison. We're not fighting.
Yes, we are.
I'm glad you're back safe. Good night.
Good night, Allison.
Good night, Allison. All right, we're fighting.
All right, suppose those boys had come into the bookstore.
You say that as if it would have been my fault.
6 months ago, Allison wouldn't have done that.
Connie, I didn't raise the Allison that helped Rita Jacks. You did.
Oh, I hate it when we fight.
Well, I can't turn my back on things like that. Or boys like that. And I'm not going to stand around and wait until somebody gets hurt so that then the police can do something. Connie, we're not doing ourselves any favors by pretending things like this never happen. And they've got to be stopped. before they can go any further. I'm going to find those boys tomorrow and talk to them.
Be careful. Please.
What time is it?
Oh, good morning. It's 8.
8?
Yes, 8 in the morning.
That's impossible. I wasn't hurt.
Well, I'm afraid you were, Dr. Markham. My name is Rossi.
Oh, we won't need that.
Well, you were asleep for over 10 hours.
Fatigue.
Let's make sure. You're an important man. I've heard a great deal about you from your wife.
Oh?
And, of course, I read about you.
But you were able to get a more intimate insight from my wife?
I didn't say that.
Well?
It's clear.
You took x-rays, of course.
Yes, there are no fractures, no neurological abnormalities, no trauma.
Good.
Still, I'd like to run some further tests.
What for?
Well, you did collapse.
Well, you said there's no fractures, no trauma.
All the more reason. A man keels over without any visual symptoms. I like to find out why.
Rossi?
Yes, Dr. Markham.
You're not from Peyton Place.
No, I'm not.
I thought so.
I'm from New York.
So Claire's told you all about me.
Well, she didn't tell me everything.
Can you complete your tests today?
I'll try. I doubt if the results will be completed in
Yes,
time.
of course, I know, but there's really nothing wrong with me. It was a grueling trip from Peru, and I missed my connection in Panama. It was very hot, stifling. I was tired, a little tired.
All the more reason for you to stay here, that, and the reason which brought you to Peyton Place.
I had forgotten how conversational American medicine is. In Peru...
Don't wave Peru in my face.
Don't what?
Don't wave Peru in my face. I don't want to hear about the Andes or the exotic mountain diseases or about the native customs. I'll just take your pressure now.
At the moment, you might find it's a little elevated. Dr.
Rossi. I'll make allowances.
Thank you. Station 23. No, she's away from the desk right now. May I take a message? Hmm? Yes. Yes? Yes, I've got that. Thank you. Doctor's Hospital? Yes, I'll put your call through. Thank you.
Dinner?
Doctor's Hospital? No, Dr. Rossi's with the patient. I'll have him call you. Yes, thank you.
Lunch? High tea.
Mr. Cord, I'm busy.
Right. A long walk by the sea? Skipping stones in the surf?
Mr. Cord, I'm on duty.
Horseback riding at dawn, antique shopping on the road to White River, picnic on the beach. Low tide, of course.
Mr. Cord, you're making me very nervous.
Good.
I have to cover the phones.
Oh, fine. Cover them.
It's very difficult with you hanging around.
Oh, I'm not just hanging around. I'm in great pain. I need medical assistance.
Your hand again.
Oh, something more serious.
Shall I call a doctor?
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Naturally.
All right, call a doctor. Tell him I have a mild heart palpitation, profuse anxiety, and a redness of face. A sort of blushing.
Oh.
Shakiness of the hands and a tingling in the ears. aftermath of the bus accident. Or rather, aftermath of the aftermath.
Thank you. Doctor's hospital. Yes, I'll transfer you.
Nicely done.
You're harassing me.
Keep my mouth shut. I'll just sit here and wait. Perhaps a Samaritan will stumble by and tend my wounds.
Doctor's hospital. Yes? No, he was released earlier today. Thank you.
Am I really bothering you?
Desk. Desk. Betty Anderson. No, I'm sorry he hasn't come in yet. I'll let you know as soon as he does. Thank you. Yes.
Too bad. I think I've lost enough blood. I might as well get back to the office.
Mr. Cord, I'm off duty Friday night. You can pick me up at my home around 8.
Well, I'll look forward to it.
Goodbye, Mr. Cord.
Goodbye.
Doctor's hospital.